Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Tonight, Arsenal versus Chelsea is on the agenda as the table toppers welcome Chelsea, a very struggling Chelsea side, to the Emirates tonight for what should be a very exciting game. Now, the start of the season, we're probably looking at this game as a very close battle for Europe, when in actual fact, Arsenal have to win tonight to stay in the title fight and Chelsea have to win to avoid being in the bottom half for much longer. Of course, a win tonight doesn't even take Chelsea out of the bottom half, I don't think. So, yeah, situations are very poor at Chelsea at the moment. They would be desperate for a win, and this would be a big boost for the Blues if they could land a victory over their close rivals. Arsenal, though, it's not going to be very easy. Arsenal are going to be desperate to win. They know what's at stake, of course. They've drawn their last 3 matches, and now, should they fail to win, well, Manchester City would pretty much be handed that Premier League title. So everything's at stake tonight, everything on the line. It's going to be a very exciting evening. Hopefully you can join me for all of it. And Nick Nat, welcome to the stream. Hi Jack. Hi mate. But yeah, and of course no Harry to my right tonight, and he won't be joining us at all, I don't think. But regardless, it's going to be a great evening. Hopefully a great match. Hope you can join us for all of it. Absolutely massive game for Chelsea. This could ultimately decide whether they finish a bubble below Bournemouth. God, our season's looking just so dire. Just so dire. There's just nothing to look forward to at this point. Like, even if we win tonight, oh, come on, we're 10th now. At least if we win, we pretty much confirm we're not being relegated, eh? But I don't know, man. We're just playing so poor. If we somehow keep a clean sheet, now that'd be a miracle one. If we score, well, that's another matter. I just don't know who's going to score. It's an interesting lineup, as we'll get into in just a moment. But yeah, things are really difficult for Chelsea right now, and for Arsenal, well, to be honest, in recent weeks it's not been much better. Last 3 games, all draws. They've thrown away their Premier League title. You know, as much as it sucks to be a Chelsea fan, I know Arsenal fans are going to be buzzing because they're still going to get Champions League football. They've still had a brilliant season. You know, they're not going to win the Premier League, and that will hurt more because Arsenal had such a high start, had such high expectations come Christmas sort of time. Chelsea fans' expectations are already on the floor. I mean, yeah, we're now very much in the bin, but, you know, we're never soaring. So, yeah, it's not like we've had a great moment and now we're dropped off. Whereas Arsenal, I think they'll be annoyed that they may have thrown this title away. There's also a lot more pressure on Arsenal this evening. Arsenal know they have to win, not only for the fans to, you know, reignite some belief that this title is feasible, but also for the players, because in 3 games they've drawn all 3. They're heading to a Chelsea side who have not won since like February now. So realistically, they have to win tonight, Arsenal. There's a lot more pressure on Arsenal. If Chelsea lose, they lose to a side that have been top of the table all year, and Chelsea are just shit like they have been the whole time. If Arsenal lose, well, that's a massive blow for them and for the fans, and I think, yeah, that's why the pressure is very much on the home side tonight. By the way, 3 votes in the poll and chat already, guys, so welcome and thanks for joining so early. 100% in favour of Chelsea, so either a lot of delusional Chelsea fans or a lot of people that don't really like Arsenal. We have now got a vote for Arsenal, but yeah, I think we'll start with the lineups because we've still got 10 minutes till kick-off, so a lot to discuss. We'll start with the lineups. Of course, we are at the Emirates this evening. Arsenal, the home side, they line up in their 4-3-3. No surprises there. Ramsdale between the sticks makes complete sense. Flat back 4, a slight bit of rotation here. Ben White at right back makes sense. Kiwior in for, I believe, his first Premier League start. I don't think he's got... he's got 2 games, but no starts. So yeah, this is his first Premier League start against Chelsea today, alongside Gabriel and then Zinchenko at left back. So Rob Holding dropped from the side there as he's been in recent weeks to replace the injured Saliba. Midfield 3 then of captain Martin Odegaard. The Norwegians had a fantastic season in that attacking midfielder role. Not really an attacking midfielder, he starts as a central midfielder, but he's one of the ones that pushes further forwards. He's alongside Jorginho and Granit Xhaka. Jorginho, of course, starting against his former side. He only joined Arsenal from Chelsea in January. On the left, Leandro Trossard, Martinelli benched for this game. Saka on the right, Jesus up front. So a little bit of rest and rotation for Arsenal tonight. Perhaps looking at results in recent weeks with a slight bit of dissatisfaction we got there in the end. Kiwior, Jorginho, Trossard in as the replacements. As for Chelsea, well, they've spun the wheel, and what have we landed on this time? Well, it's a 4-3-3. Kepa in between the sticks, still no start for Edouard Mendy. I don't think he's started a game since October. For that back four, then of captain Cesar Azpilicueta, who's going to have a good evening against Trossard. Fofana right back, Silva left. Fofana right centre back, Silva alongside him. Chilwell in at left back. I don't mind that defence. Obviously, with Reece James out injured, we're sort of low on options at right back. Would have preferred to see Chalobah tonight, however. Other than that, very happy with that back four. I would have also wanted to see Badiashile, but I'll take Fofana and Silva. Potentially could have been Badiashile and Fofana. We've got not a lot to play for here. Definitely could have experimented more there. Midfield three, then Kovacic in for another start. No Hall, no Chukwuemeka. Confusing that. And then Fernandes and Kante makes sense. I think we need to give those two as many minutes as possible. Obviously, I hope they're both part of the plans for next season. In the front three, then, we've lined up with an actual striker because we've got Aubameyang leading the line, Madueke on the right, Sterling on the left. I have a few issues with the team selection, but overall I'm not too aggrieved. Mudryk not starting is a little bit of a confusing one, considering I don't think Sterling's played too well recently. Big fan of Madueke, big fan of him getting a start tonight. It's a game where he can have a real impact. We know Zinchenko is suspect defensively, to say the least. If he pushes too high, Madueke can exploit that space, and I think he can cause some real issues this evening. Aubameyang, this is a chance to prove himself. He's took the most shots on target in that second half against Brentford than any Chelsea player has under Frank Lampard so far. So that's a promising sign. If he can land one on target, if he can land one in the back of the net, then fair enough. We start to chant his name. I don't think Aubameyang has a future at Chelsea. There's rumours Barcelona will go back in for the Gabonese marksman. And he did well there. It makes complete sense. His move to Chelsea hasn't worked out. Chelsea do need to just move on, look at alternatives, and reassess that in the summer window. But overall, the Chelsea lineup isn't abysmal. It could be much worse, but I'm not upset by it. Bench looks strong for Chelsea tonight. Well, players like João Felix getting a rest. Felix hasn't started in a couple games now, but I think it makes more sense to play our young players. They're the future. As much as we want to keep some sort of stability, I know that's what Frank Lampard said in the pre-match press conferences, or in an interview before the game. He said he obviously wants to keep some stability, but overall, I just don't care to see people like Kovacic, who are rumoured to be on the shortlist for players that could leave. So I'd rather us give minutes to players like Mudryk, who we know we're going to keep now for the long term. I'd rather see them get minutes rather than a player who has made his desire to leave quite evident in recent weeks. But Conrad Benz, welcome to the stream. Anyone who's ever played Football Manager knows that their players tend to score against their former clubs. Indeed, Nick Nack. Aubameyang could endear himself somewhat to the Chelsea fans if he scores tonight, but ultimately it will mean very little. I just don't back Chelsea's ability to create any chances for Aubameyang to score. I think Arsenal look way too strong. But you never know. Chelsea are a good side. This is what we forget sometimes. As much as Chelsea's form has been abysmal, there's players on the pitch tonight that can really do something to, bring hope for Chelsea. But also, if we were to pull off some sort of result tonight, I know that doesn't mean much in the context of this season, but if a couple young players perform well, that does just give confidence heading into next season. If Madueke plays a blinder, that gives me a lot more confidence for him under potentially Pochettino next year. So I do think that it should be our prerogative to be giving players like Madueke, players like Mudryk, players like Badiashile, like Hall, like Chukwuemeka, as many minutes as possible, because our season's done. We're 14 points off the Champions League with 6 games to go. Even if we won all of them, it's going to take everyone else in the league to pretty much fall. In fact, that's terrible maths. 28 points. No, 24 points. Yeah, not 14 points. But so we definitely can't catch Champions League or anything like that. But, maybe we'll finish 8th, 9th. Even that seems ambitious at this point. But you never know, I guess. Tonight would be a long step towards not finishing in the bottom half. Not that it's too much of a difference between finishing 15th and finishing 8th. There's still no European football at the end of the day. So Chelsea's not finished in the bottom half of the Premier League since 1995. 96 season. I don't know, man. there's not a lot of confidence heading into tonight. We'll probably get into predictions in just a moment. Quick look at the poll in the chat then. It's even out a lot more. 57% going the way of Chelsea, the visitors tonight. 43% confident that Arsenal, the incredibly strong Arsenal team, will absolutely steamroll Chelsea. So fair enough. And yeah, Chelsea fan not confident. Just forfeit the game. Give Arsenal the win, lol. At least, yeah, if we forfeit it, it won't be as bad as it could be. I'll take 3-0 tonight. Like 3-0, at least not 6-0, which is what Chelsea fan has just put as a prediction. As for my prediction, well, I usually would just go like Chelsea 1-0, just for the bants. I'll say 1-0. Like, realistically, Arsenal going to win. I'm not going to say that, though. It's going to be Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Zero basis. Again, I just, vibes. Pure vibes to this prediction. I will go Gabriel from a corner against Chelsea because he always seems to score against us, and I'll go Aubameyang because, as Nick Nack says, former players against their former sides always love a goal, especially on Football Manager. But yeah, we're getting 15th. I hope not a Chelsea fan. I think as much as we've been terrible, this tonight could provide a springboard for the rest of the season because obviously we're winning tonight. Obviously, big win away at the Emirates. You know what? If we don't concede for 20 minutes, that would be a great achievement. And if we can, I don't know, maybe get a goal tonight. If we're going to lose, let's please get a goal tonight. Because that would be, I don't know, nice. Nice to have something to cheer, I guess. But yeah, Arsenal, I mean, they're playing a rotated side against us. That's just taking the mick, innit? Jakub Kyrgios never started in the Premier League before, but you know, if we had to handle Aubameyang, like, you know, it's just the position we're in this season is so just depressing to even think about, even comprehend. Like, realistically, even if we win tonight, that's a very, you know, we land a punch on Arsenal, but they've already shot us in the head, so it doesn't really matter. You know, they're fighting for Premier League titles. At the moment, we're fighting to survive. So, yeah, it's been a very poor season for Chelsea. Hopefully next season is very different. London Kane, welcome to the stream. Hello, mate. Hope all is good. All is well. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm looking forward to tonight's stream. Harry's all right as well, though I did hear he pulled his hamstring or something while he was playing. He's playing football again tonight. That's why he's not here. He's actually got a match rather than training. I did get a message a couple minutes ago that he's pulled his hamstring. So that's amusing. Hopefully he's recovered from that. But yeah, Nick Nack, no Martinelli or party for Arsenal, exactly. And no Rob Holding either, so they're going really weak tonight. Things on paper, that's a decent 11 for Chelsea. Well, that's the thing, right? If you didn't tell me the underlying numbers, like, oh, Aubameyang's not scored ever for Chelsea, oh, he scored like 2 goals this season or something like that, then I'd be going, you know what, I fancy us tonight. You know, I know Arsenal played well, but we've got a good little side. But it's just the pure fact that even if we get the ball, it literally on their goal line, I don't trust Aubameyang to score. What position does Harry play? A centre half. If you couldn't tell by his opinions on football, he just pump it along all the time. No, he plays centre back. And yeah, but the last I heard, they were losing, so probably doesn't bode well for his performance. It's like, nah, I'm sure he's not at fault, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a debrief from that game when he gets into this evening. But yeah, left back in the changing rooms. Yep, good one. Solid. Anyway, Arsenal in a huddle. Don't know what I don't think they'll need much motivation tonight. I'm sure all the guys just said there, look lads, it's Chelsea. Don't embarrass yourselves. And then they've cheered. But yeah, I'm praying we get results tonight. Because the thing is, even if we have a terrible season, just this little bit of ammunition to go and mug off my Arsenal fan friend tomorrow. That's all I need for a bit of joy in my life. Anyway, Aubameyang about to get us underway against his former side. The referee signals that we can get underway. Aubameyang but knocks it back, and Chelsea get us started in a very exciting game here in the Premier League. Arsenal-Chelsea here at the Emirates. Well, not a lot of it is at stake for Chelsea, and everything is at stake for Arsenal. Sterling holds up the ball really well. This is a good start from Chelsea. Turns out, uses Kovacic. He's tried to play it inside to Sterling, hasn't come off. Jakub Kiwior clears only as far as Enzo Fernandez. Could let fly from this sort of range. Big block from Jorginho. Now Arsenal counter. Bukayo Saka coming down this right-hand side. Chelsea look a little bit erratic defensively. Saka, can he find someone in the box? He's going to cut inside, take a shot. Block from Thiago Silva. It's absolute mess at the back. Dave gets it, hooks it clear. And it falls to Gabriel. He looked like he might gear up for a shot there. Would have been ambitious from 40 yards out. Arsenal still with possession. Ben White. He transitions nicely into his new role, hasn't he, Ben White? As that's right back, inverting to a centre half when they have the ball. It's worked quite well. Anyway, here comes Chelsea. Kante back in the middle tonight. After a couple of appearances out on the right wing. That was soft from Aubameyang, but he's forced Kiwior into mistake, and that's now a Chelsea throw. Free memberships for every Chelsea goal tonight. Well, unfortunately, chat, despite Nick Nat's generosity, we're not getting any free memberships this evening. I'm skint now. Nick Nat, right, you don't have to do this every stream. You don't have to, you've already given more than enough to this channel, but yeah, we appreciate your generosity in every stream. And we do have some exciting news. Harry today was working on the Discord, so there's a chance we might have that ready to go in the not too distant future, where members will have special perks and stuff. We're just working on getting all like the bots and stuff, because I'll be honest, don't really know how Discord works, but I want a bot that can play music to me, so we're just looking at how to do that. But anyway, here comes Arsenal. Saka down the line to Ben White on the overlap. He can pick out no one. Well dealt with by Madueke, to be fair. And now Chelsea could counter. Kovacic. And now Sterling. Takes the ball in a stride, then turns backwards, finds Enzo Fernandez under a bit of pressure, goes back to Fofana, and Chelsea can relax. Silva, cold turn from Thiago Silva. Clip that up and put it in the highlights reel. Chilwell. Sterling holds off Ben White well. Uses his body excellently, Raheem Sterling. That's something I've really noticed so far this game. Backing up into Ben White when he receives the ball. Means he's able to actually hold on to the ball. Here's Silva. Now Kovacic. And Fofana. Azpilicueta down the line. Madueke. And he's robbed in possession by Zinchenko, but it's out of play for a Chelsea throw. Good bit of defending there from Alexander Zinchenko. I feel a lot this season he's been criticised for his lack of defensive ability. But that's a good bit of defending. I think he is a good defender. He's not one of the best left backs, but in terms of an inverted wing back, I mean, he plays that role excellently. But yeah, I do think sometimes he lacks some defensive capabilities, but what he lacks in defensive ability, he makes up for in offensive prowess. Here are Arsenal on the ball now. Gabriel. Trossard's dropped in to try and get on the ball a bit more. And he finds Jorginho. Would love to get one over on his former side this evening. Here's Bukayo Saka. Now White. Kiwior. Gabriel has options. Chooses to go back inside. Now it's back with Jorginho. Searching ball over the top from the Italian. Jesus tries to nod it down to an oncoming Arsenal attacker. That's terrible from Azpilicueta. Luckily he's bailed out by Kepa. Arsenal still alive here. Odegaard. Jorginho. Sprays a pass out to Saka, cut out by Chilwell. Chelsea could counter here. Aubameyang takes it in his stride well. Now Noni Madueke. And immediately, as a poor Aubameyang passed it backwards, Madueke couldn't really run forward and nowhere to run to. Enzo getting stuck in there, but Gabriel manages to win back possession. Enzo's now down. And Gabriel graciously kicks it off. But Enzo down, holding his ankle. He went in for that challenge quite aggressively. I think he's come off worse, which is worrying. Also, welcome to the stream, AFCB Fan TV. I didn't see your message a moment ago. Sorry, mate. They've said clock countdown timer. Yeah, I think I was a little bit behind on that, but I think that's Sky Go. My game is behind, but yeah. God, that was horrendous from Aspe. Ball's bounced around the area. He tries to nod it back to his keeper. Barely comes off his head. Xhaka gets a volley away. It's a good stop from Arrizabalaga in close proximity. But Azpilicueta, I mean, that is car crash defending. I thought we'd done with car crash defending when we sold not Fernando Alonso, Marcus Alonso. But seemingly not. And as Chelsea fans says, make sure to keep hitting that like button. We are so far on 6 likes for the stream, so it would be nice if we could get some more likes in there. And of course, if you haven't voted in the poll in chat already, make sure to do that as well. Zinchenko. Pass inside, cut out by Enzo Fernandez. Now for Fana. Chelsea knock it back to Kepa and they'll look to rebuild out from the back. Kepa. Trying to find Sterling. Sterling does well and he somehow keeps that on. Good job from Raheem Sterling. Coming inside, that's a shocking ball forwards. Ramsdale will just collect it. Promising little glimpse there from Sterling, worked hard to keep it on. And then just the most pointless boot in the general direction of Aubameyang. Nowhere near him. Runs through to Ramsdale. He just picks it up. No real bother for England's number 4. Number 3, I think. Behind Pope and Pickford would be my guess. But 2 assists, 4 goals this season for Sterling. Maybe his worst season ever. Probably undoubtedly his worst season. I think it's every Chelsea player's worst season ever. And that was the worst pass I've ever seen from Wesley Fofana. Arsenal have the ball high up the pitch. Enzo once again. Great interception to stop Arsenal progressing on the attack. And now they're going to have to build this up a little better. But yeah, Chelsea fan agrees that this is Sterling's worst season. I don't think there's many people that can hold their heads high this season. I mean, Enzo's done well. I don't think I can fault him really. Other than that though, it's hard to pick out a player that hasn't been horrendous. Just from a tactical point of view, by the way, Chelsea obviously in a 4-3-3 tonight, going like for like with Arsenal, but it's a very different system. Arsenal in possession, out of possession go 4-3-3, in possession go 3-2-4-1. Chelsea in possession, well, we haven't seen them yet, but I would guess a 4-2-3-1. And then out of possession 4-4-2. Kante goes up as one of the strikers and applies the press. Madueke and Sterling go wide right and wide left. I don't mind that as a pressing system. I think it limits Arsenal's ability to break us down. We become a better unit. It's a nice structure, but I still feel we're not got on the ball enough yet to really do anything. And even when we have, it's been poor touches from Sterling or just not a lot from Madueke. I think they're too deep to really have an impact, but hopefully they can have more of an impact as the game continues. Just a goal kick now, and Thiago Silva's down holding his knee, and this would be horrendous. Is he going to get back to his feet? He's not promising signs. Okay, now he's returning to his feet. He might be alright here. Yeah, okay, phew. Thiago Silva's okay to continue. We don't have to call the season off early. We did slide into those advertising hoardings at quite some velocity. I think it's his hand more than anything. I think it's potentially it's his finger that he's hurt. And yeah, Lampard shouting some instructions, more barking some orders at his men. 1 win in 5 managerial meetings versus Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. That is horrific. But, tonight's the night where you turn that around, Frank. Still, it'll be one of the first names on the team sheet for Southgate along with Maguire and Dyer. The thing is, though, Sterling still performs for England. And Sterling's still a good player. He's just been at a terrible Chelsea side. Whereas Dyer is one of the worst centre-halves in the Premier League a lot of the time. The fact, in the last 3 games, his side have conceded, 4, 5, 9, 2, 11. 11 goals in 3 matches. But Sterling, I don't think, is at fault, necessarily at direct fault for Chelsea's problems this season. I know Chelsea haven't scored enough, but have we created enough? Probably not. We've lacked a recognised striker for a lot of the season. So I don't think Sterling can be grouped in the same way. And Maguire, the less about him, the better. The pure fact of Maguire is that Manchester United side could be will be in the Champions League next season. And he's at no part to play with that. In fact, he's probably a big reason as to why they are out of the Europa League. Of course, in the first leg, he was directly responsible for an own goal and didn't help with regards to the other own goal. That left Sevilla level, and then, of course, at the Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan, they completely fell apart, Manchester United, even without Maguire on the pitch. But yeah, so he's definitely not contributed at all to United's success. If anything, he's done anything in his power to ruin it. But I don't think Maguire's necessarily a terrible player. Just United's not his level. And I think if he was to go to a West Ham, a Leicester, back to Leicester potentially, I don't know, someone like that would be alright. Xhaka tries to put the ball across the box, that's well dealt with by Fofana. The key against Arsenal is keeping them out. You will get chances. Yeah, it's just whether Chelsea actually take those chances, because from what we've seen this season, you know, I'd back myself to get a goal before Aubameyang. Like, put me in the Man City side, I'm convinced I'm getting at least one in that Haaland role. Whereas Aubameyang, I'm just not sure he's a striker. He's not had many chances, to be fair. He didn't look bad against Brentford. Helps he's an actual recognised striker rather than Havertz or Sterling or the various other players we've had to play up front this season. Back to Leicester in the Championship. Seems plausible, doesn't it? I could see Maguire to Sheffield United. They're coming up, aren't they? It just depends whether they've got any finance, because their club's a mess, as we will talk about on tomorrow's podcast. Tomorrow's podcast episode 8 a.m. BST. Look out for that. I need to remember to put that out on all platforms tonight. I've got to sort it out after stream. But yeah, that should be all ready to go for tomorrow morning. Jorginho in possession. Here's Zinchenko. And he can find... Is this... Leandro Trossard. He's been robbed in possession, Trossard. And Chelsea... Well, that's deemed to be a foul from Cesar Azpilicueta. He's really struggled tonight. I'm baffled by the decision to actually play. Nothing against Aspie. I think he's a club legend. But, you know, Chalobah would have done a lot better tonight. Aspie should not be playing for Chelsea anymore. And if he's even there next season, I'll be stunned. But he shouldn't have been here this season. In fact, he probably should have left the year on the Champions League. That would have been the perfect way to go out. I don't know why he stuck around. I don't know why Chelsea decided to keep him about. He's not contributed a lot. Even in the year we won the Champions League, he wasn't that great when he played. So, yeah, I don't know. And yeah, he's still there 2 seasons on from that. Potentially even 3, if he doesn't find a move in the summer. But yeah, Chelsea in possession now. Thiago Silva. Aubameyang loses, in fact, completely misses the ball with the header attempt. Now Chelsea can come forward, though. It's fallen to Sterling. That's another shocking pass. The passing tonight is just so frustrating, because every pass is just horrendous. Like, even there, it's just frustrating. Sterling, that's now 3 or 4 times he's picked up the ball in a good area. Just needs 1 or 2 more passes and we can be in there attacking third. And his pass just lacks a bit of emphasis. That's another poor pass from Kante now. The reason we can't play out past this Arsenal team is, let alone trying to break them down. We can't even pass it past their first line of press. I'm just giving it straight to them. Unbelievable. Here's Ben White. Now Saka. Saka holds off Sterling well. Finds Jesus. He can take a touch. Wants to take a shot. Fofana stops him. Xhaka, dink ball over the top. Chilwell cuts it out. Saka's never going to get there. Kovacic wanted to clear that away. Has spooned off the pitch. White. Saka tries to find Odegaard. Thiago Silva does really, really well there. And Kyrgios, that touch leaves a lot to be desired. Under no pressure though, because where's our striker? Well, he's just stood on the halfway line, chilling at the moment. And then one pass and Arsenal in behind. Granit Xhaka, that's great defending from Fofana. And then to stop it going out for a corner and instead for a throw. I think that might have been called for a corner actually. It hasn't. No, it was a throw. I don't know. I didn't see quick. They've either take a really quick corner or just thrown it on. Trossard, the ball in. Saka! And that's a good stop from Kepa, though he spilt it. Jesus, thankfully, Thiago Silva to the rescue. How does Kepa not catch that? He spills it, then falls over his post. It's baffling. Baffling how bad some of the performances are in this game. It's a very important game for Chelsea. We need to win just for the fans, to get the fans back on side, really, with the team. And it's just some individuals putting in some Hall of Shame performances. It's not even been that bad. It's just the little things are just really annoying. You know, we're trying to play out from the back and it's a poor pass. We're trying to progress the ball forwards and it's a poor pass. Kepa can't actually catch things. Just really irritating. Kante. Now Noni Madueke. That's Pilaqueta. Now it's Kante. Back to Aspi. Madueke. He's trying to cut inside Madueke. Forced back to Fofana. Defending so well so far, Chelsea. Well, we've not conceded, but I wouldn't say we've been good. We've just not, we've scraped by. Somehow, chat, by the way, the poll is still 50-50. So if you haven't voted, make sure to vote. And if you haven't got involved in chat yet, please make sure to do so, because I have noticed chat's a little quiet tonight. I don't know whether you're all massively missing Harry, or whether it's just a quiet Tuesday evening, but if you are in chat, then please do make sure to keep the messages flowing. Another poor pass from Sterling. Now, I like what he was trying to do there. Tried to cut inside. Chilwell didn't exactly cotton on to what he was looking to do there. And now Chelsea have given possession back to Arsenal. Odegaard, Saka. Benjamin White. Don't know why I've given his full name, but there we go. Cross to Zinchenko. Trossard. That's really good from Noni Madueke. Fofana. Oh, almost a nice ball out wide from Enzo, but Noni Madueke can't quite get there. Now Jorginho. With White now. On this right-hand side, can he find Saka? He can indeed. Bukayo Saka back to White. Now with Kiwior. Is it Kiwior or Kivior, by the way? I've not really heard his name pronounced. But I know his name. He's Polish, isn't he? So I don't know if the W's become V's like they do in German. I think it's Jakub Kiwior. Ball to the edge of the box. Odegaard, and there we go. There's the goal. It's not took long for them to open up Chelsea. Odegaard's on the edge of the box. Completely unmarked, and he just puts it on top corner. It's just embarrassingly shite, isn't it? Like, Trossard's allowed all the time, all the space in the world on this left-hand side. Puts the ball into the box because, Aspie's showing no intent to actually close him down. Puts the ball to the edge of the box where Odegaard is stood in acres and he just drills one into the top corner. And Chelsea already 1 goal to the negative. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Let's have a look again then. Jesus to Xhaka actually, not Trossard. Xhaka and Akers. Odegaard is savable. It is so savable from Odegaard. He doesn't get it anywhere near the corner because he doesn't have to. It's right above Kepa and he fingertips it onto the bar, but just the story of everyone's season. No one gets out to Odegaard. He puts it in a savable position for Kepa, and Kepa completely fails to do the basic job of keeping it out the back of the net. But there we go. Didn't take long for Arsenal to open the scoring here. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Just 18 minutes on the clock. Oh, I said 1-0. You never know. Maybe Chelsea will get one back now. What a hit from Odegaard in that, though. I disagree. If he puts it into a corner, fair enough. Not a lot Kepa can do there. But it's straight at Kepa. Yeah, it's high. But if we're being honest, most goalkeepers in the Premier League get to that. Maybe not Melio. Maybe not Daniel. To be fair, Iverson, in fairness, had a great game last night. But, unless it's someone like Lloris or Melio who tends to make errors, or Kepa, most goalkeepers get there. Such a frustrating. First time strike keeper couldn't save himself. Yeah. Well, and obviously Odegaard shouldn't have been allowed that much time on the edge of the box, but yeah. There's so many issues with Chelsea. So many. What do you fix first here? Game over. Yeah, I don't think it's game over, Chelsea fan. 1 goal still, make upable. If 0-0 we could get, if we could get a result with 0-0, we can get a result 1-0. Like realistically, if a result's coming from tonight, it doesn't matter how many Arsenal score. Chelsea, you're going to score. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just hoping Chelsea do something. I just don't think we will. Even if we're going to lose tonight, I'd like us to get a goal. Though we're now being torn apart again. Granit Xhaka, Odegaard. That's luckily stopped by Thiago Silva, and now Chelsea look to come the other way. Kovacic, Kante round the corner. Madueke touches poor. Now he can take the ball in his stride. This is a nice dribble. Really nice play from Madueke. Takes it past Zinchenko, breaking away down this right-hand side. Noni Madueke. He's still taking players on. This is excellent from Madueke. Brilliant pace and power. It's a shocking pass, and the attack's ruined. Tries to pass it back to Kante. It doesn't come off, but what a dribble from Noni Madueke, showing exactly what he's capable of there. When you actually give him some time and space. When you give him a bit of the ball. In fact, no space or time. And he's done something, but give him minutes on the pitch and he'll do stuff like that. Nice run by Madueke. It's a shame we couldn't actually create anything more from the move. But yeah. And that's top quality strike. Can't blame the keeper in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh on Kepa, but I feel he could have done more about that. I mean, so could all of the defensive players who allowed 1, Xhaka and Acre to work with on the left-hand side, and 2, Odegaard and Acre to work with on the edge of the penalty box. We're not getting back in it, sorry. Doesn't surprise me that you're a pessimistic Chelsea fan, but I'll be honest, I'm not confident we're going to get anything from this, but, you know, I'll take this, even the slimmest of odds tonight, I will grasp with both hands. You know, if we could just get a draw, get a goal, start, pack up shops, and just see out a point, that would be ideal. You know, I know a win's unrealistic, really, given Sterling can't even hold on the ball there. Just gives it to the Arsenal defence, but at least a draw would just be nice to show that actually the Chelsea side are capable of results, because I'm not confident we are. You know, we can't score goals. That much has been made abundantly clear this season. You know, and then defensively, we're actually the side with the 3rd lowest goals conceded. Only Manchester City and Newcastle had tighter defences, but we can't score. And the goals, you know, even the games we have scored goals in, we have still not picked up results there. You know, I think back to Leeds, didn't we? Did we score 1 or 2 there, and then still conceded 4? So yeah, it's just been a frustrating season. Here's Kante. Kante, cross to Sterling. Ball up into the air. Madueke can't meet it. Zinchenko heads clear. Jesus. Arsenal are zipping it about. We're not making anything. We should be getting onto this ball because Arsenal are not moving it around very well. And yet we're just not winning those interceptions. We're not getting those interceptions. We do now have possession back. And that's nice from Fofana. Confident with the ball at his feet. Enzo Fernandez. Now Kante. That's a nice touch. Can he pick out a pass? Kovacic. Room to drive into. The ref's got in his way, but it's alright. We can continue. Jared Gillett. Thank you for helping out Arsenal there, mate. You muppet. Here's Chilwell. And now across to Thiago Silva. Fofana. This is more like it. A bit more promising now. N'Golo Kante for Fernandez. Almost caught in possession by Trossard. He wants someone to make a bit of movement. That would be nice, to be fair. Because there is not a lot of movement for him. I don't know where Aubameyang's gone. I guess he's standing still up front again. But, yeah. Chelsea's current form is the same as Southampton's, says Nick Nack. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? That really does says it all. Say it all. I mean, we shouldn't have sacked Potter, should we? A couple of weeks back. Because Lampard's done nothing to help us. And Potter, as much as he had a torrid time as Chelsea manager, he started to get a few more positive results. And he certainly didn't lose 5 on the bounce. Chilwell's in behind. Ben Chilwell, can he shoot? Can he score? He has a shot, he can't score. Big save from Aaron Ramsdale. Chelsea, promising signs. Definitely should have scored that though. We've got to take our chances this evening. That's a big one from Ben Chilwell. Great ball through, by the way. N'Golo Kante. Chilwell holds off Saka. He's in behind. And it's too close to the goalkeeper, really. And Ramsdale positioned himself really well. I feel like he should have gone near post there, Chilwell, and just sort of blasted it past Aaron Ramsdale. Trying to go across goal on his left foot. It was always going to be an easy save for Ramsdale. But we do now have a corner. That's a... maybe we make something of it. I'm not confident, but you never know. Every other game's picked up more points in the last 5 games. Oh, and Leeds. Oh, good. Down there, Southampton and Leeds. 2 sides that are probably not going to be playing Premier League football next season. And to be fair, Big Sam now in at Leeds hands him a little bit of hope, I think. Probably not, but maybe. Sure did everything right. I don't know. I think if you haven't got a right foot, you're not going to be able to curl it across the box in that sort of area. Blast them at the near post, see what happens. Kiwior heads clear for Arsenal. Chelsea will try and move this ball around and get it back into a dangerous area that at the moment are 1-2 on the edge of our own half from Asp and Sterling. Looks more like it's going to create an Arsenal attack than a Chelsea one. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang touch map. 4 touches, 1 in Arsenal's penalty area, 3 in Arsenal's half, just sort of around the halfway line. Oh no, sorry. I've just pointed out there's an arrow on the pitch. 1 in our own penalty area and 3 just short of the halfway line. So he's not touched the ball in Arsenal's half yet. Again, not promising. Jorginho, Saka smashes it back to Kiwior. And Arsenal's defence under absolutely no pressure. Is Big Sam official now? It's not official, no, but when Fabrizio says Big Sam's becoming Leeds manager, Big Sam's becoming Leeds manager. So, I don't know when that deal will get done. You'd imagine it won't be too long. But yeah. Also, other big news, Lionel Messi has been suspended by PSG. He was suspended for 2 weeks because he went to Saudi Arabia when he didn't get permission to. So, I don't know, that's something really, isn't it? That was poor from Fofana. Oh, blocked by Fofana. Arsenal fans claiming handball. Sorry, Arsenal players claiming handball. I imagine the fans are also aggrieved, but I didn't personally see whether it struck his arm or not. Chelsea now giving away a free kick anyway on the edge of our box. I'm sure we're going to get a replay now. If it is handball, the Imagine VR will be on the mic down to Jared Gillett. Oh, it's handball. Yep, that is 100% handball. Arsenal pen. Maybe you can make the argument his hands are close to his body there. I think this might be given though. Nothing as of yet. I don't know if they are checking it for the VAR are checking it, but seemingly not. I don't understand the rationale there. I would, if I was the referee, I'd be giving handball there. From an unbiased opinion, but fair enough. I guess you can make the argument that ball is close to him. It's handball, but a harsh one if it's given. It's not been given. I think Arsenal fans would have a right to be annoyed by that because I do think maybe that's handball. Definitely strikes his arm. I guess you can. I don't think that's a natural position. I don't think you can really make that argument. Here's Chilwell. Now Thiago Silva. Now back to Chilwell. Can Chelsea do something with the ball? With the Champions League, that would be a pen. You mean if it was versus Manchester City, then yeah, that would be a pen. Here's Kepa. Tries to find Madueke. Now Kante has possession. This is not bad. Slots in Madueke. In behind Zinchenko. Madueke in a good area. Can he pick someone out? Goes left, goes right again. And it's blocked by Zinchenko and he slips over. He's just tries to do too much there, Noni Madueke. Should have probably gone first time across the box. Fofana's pulled Jesus to the ground. That's an Arsenal free kick in their own half. Arsenal look take quickly. Enzo gets in the way, gets told off by Jared Gillett, and now Arsenal are going to take it slowly. Zinchenko over this deep free kick. I don't know why Arsenal are making such a big thing of this. Just kick it to your centre half and get on with it. There we go. Back to Kiwior, and Arsenal are going to kick it around again. Well, here's Jorginho. White. 15 minutes of play in the half. Hopefully we can keep it as it is for now. Maybe even nick a goal, you never know. Madueke's look promising though. I've been excited by what I've seen so far. Yeah, he probably should have created a chance that actually resulted in a goal, but he's looked decent on the right hand side. It's just that little bit of in his play that's missing in that actually creating chances. Here's Jesus, by the way, in a good area. Shifts it to Xhaka. Big stop from Fofana. Now Madueke. Kante. Watch out. As for the Quetas there. Thought he was going to cross it in for Arsenal. Luckily he clears it. Gabriel deals well. Aubameyang, a bit aggressive with Gabriel. Well, not really, just falls over him. Thankfully, Gallagher doesn't give it. Arsenal now just moving around the back. Welcome to the stream, Connor. I'd rather try concrete at left back than fucking Zinchenko. I like Zinchenko. I think he's a good inverted wing back, but he does lack a little defensively. And Madueke at the moment is tearing him a new arsehole. Though, not really doing a lot after that. Now he's been nutmegged. Arsenal in a good position. Ball into the box. Odegaard, 2-0. You really think we'd stop giving Xhaka 40 minutes to pick out a pass, and then we'd stop giving Odegaard so much space in the box? But this is Chelsea, so we're going to just watch as the ball is knocked around us. It's Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. Martin Odegaard at the double. I mean, yeah, Chelsea devoid of any sort of positive play in this game so far. I've actually missed the scoreline 12, and I think that's a bit preemptive. There we go, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. But yeah, Odegaard double, we're a minute or two behind, so it is. Oh, sorry, Nick-Nack. Clinical finish again. Oh, it's just given so much time. Here's Xhaka here. I think it's Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka out in this wide area, unmarked. Dave's just stood in the middle watching him. And then Odegaard completely loses his marker, who, by the way, is Raheem Sterling, of all people. Completely loses him because Sterling isn't marking him. And then gets in between the centre halves, takes a shot, and Kepa, I don't think I can put him at fault for this one. Maybe a better keeper gets there, but I don't know. Xhaka is fucking phenomenal. You're not wrong, Connor. You're not wrong. This is going to be embarrassing. Indeed. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Harry. 6-0 incoming. Chelsea fan, mate. Come on. Bit more optimism. Bit more... I don't know. I know we're 2-0 down, but... believe. Here comes Jesus. Arsenal going forward again. Fofana. I think that's a good tackle. Close to the penalty box. Close to a foul. Could have been a pen. I think he's got away with that one. Here's Chilwell. Terrible touch, but he's got away with it, and he's kept it on the pitch only to give it to Arsenal. Here's Odegaard. And now Trossard. Fofana does well. Chilwell dinks it forward. Don't know who he's looking to pick out because there's no one up there. And Kiwior can send it back to Ramsdale, knowing nobody is going to chase him down. 4-0 by prediction. Seems fair, Connor. So if anything, seems a little low. Jorginho. Now Odegaard. White. Kiwior. Nicely Aubameyang jogging over to them now. Gabriel. Arsenal can take all the time in the world they want at the back because there's just no pressure. And there we go. They just wait to make the press, and now they're in behind again. Xhaka picks out Jesus. Can he find Saka? Yeah, in an absolute acre he can. Saka cuts inside, dink ball into a dangerous area. Fofana deals with it. Kovacic only as far as Jorginho with the clearance. Now it's with White on this right hand side. Outside of the left foot. Jesus down to Xhaka. Jesus, there's the third. It's just abhorrent defending. It's bouncing around the area. No one can clear it because they're all crap. And then Jesus just kicks it past Kepa like he's not even there. 3-0. Might as well have forfeited at this point because you're not going to get a better result than this. Arsenal 3, Chelsea 0. And this is going to be a very long evening, isn't it? Very, very long evening. I don't even have the energy to be annoyed by Chelsea anymore. I just genuinely don't care about this season. We're shit. What's Frank going to do? Genuinely, what is he going to magic up? Because at this point, I'm not confident he can change a bed sheet, let alone change a tactic that actually works. What the... Look at the defence. I've seen under sevens with better defensive positioning than that. Aspie gets out-jumped again. Fofana and Kepa and Thiago have fallen over themselves. Aspie throws himself to the floor in front of Gabriel Jesus, who just kicked over 3 lifeless bodies. And Kepa is a sorry excuse for a goalkeeper. It goes through his fucking legs. Genuinely goes through his legs. But yeah. And Chelsea are knocking around the back again. It's like they're asking for a fourth. Kepa. Now here's Thiago Silva. Can we get a successful pass forwards? No, because Sterling's half asleep. I've won it back now in our own corner flag. And Sterling's going to smash it forwards in the hope that maybe we'll pick out someone. It's as far as Kiwi, or at least it's far away from our goal. They can't score from the halfway line. But they probably can. Also, why is Kante up top? It's like a 4-4-2. From what I've grasped tactically, Chelsea are trying to line up in a 4-3-3, which operates as a 4-4-2 out of possession, to try and do as much pressing work while, I don't know, having the option for a counter-attack. Then Kante drops in when we're defending and we sort of slot back into a 4-5-1. When we attack, the wingers fly forward and Kante drops in. It doesn't make any sense. I have no clue. I mean, it does make some sense. There's some core principles that would make a bit of sense, but it's not working. Like, the fact no changes have been made. No system changes, no tactical changes. We're 3-0 down to Arsenal after 36 minutes. And Frank Lampard sat there like, wow, that was fun while it lasted. Like, genuinely, I don't know. What's he going to do? What is Frank going to do at this point? Because he's got options off his bench, but he's lost. He's completely out of his depth. And yeah, I just have to see what happens at half time. That's when he'll make his changes. I hope we're not 5-0 down by then. But as we speak about how Tottenham are so poor defensively, yeah. I mean, this is so much worse somehow. You know, Dyer falling over himself, leaving people unmarked. I thought, I'm so glad at least we've got Thiago Silva. I've got Thiago Silva and Fofana throw themselves at the floor because Jesus has got the ball. And Aspi, I mean, he's 3 years. He's played 2 years too long. Aubameyang's been lifeless. Might as well have a sack of spuds up top tonight because he's not moving. And yeah. This starting lineup, by the way, for Chelsea has scored 9 goals. A little statistic there. I mean, yes, they've benched Havertz and they've benched Felix, who have both got what? I think Havertz has got 5 goals, maybe. Felix 2. Yeah, I mean, Maduike's not scored or assisted. Sterling got a cut. I think he got 2 goals, 4 assists, as someone was saying earlier in the stream. But God, we are just so crap. Here's Enzo Fernandez. You know what? Enzo Fernandez not looked bad tonight. And Connor says as well, Kante and Maduike have been your only good players. Kante's not had a lot to do. He's not done a lot, but he's also not done a lot wrong. Maduike's looked exciting, if a little wasteful. But at least you know what? He's the only ball that actually he's the only player that got the ball into Arsenal's third. The rest have sort of, we'll kick it in the general direction of Aubameyang, see what happens so far. And he's not fucking moved, so don't know what we're aiming for. So it's 16 altogether with everyone who's scored. Right, so if you look at Chelsea's goals this season, I think it's like 30. If that, what's the table say? We've actually scored 30 Premier League goals. We've only conceded 38. We've got the third best defence in the league and we've scored just 30 goals. Third best defence and still on a negative goal difference. Still sat 12th. So evidently the defence isn't an issue. I mean, tonight's a shit show. Tonight the defence is an issue. But ultimately, it's down to the attackers. And tonight is another bizarre selection in terms of forwards. You've got a striker who doesn't move and hasn't scored since November. I think Havertz is injured. So it makes sense that we're playing an actual striker now, I guess. Not that he's contributed anything, but who else is going to play there? Whoever stands there is going to get a bad football rating because they don't do anything. You know, I don't know what we play here. If I'm Frank, what do? I'd probably look at Mudryk. Havertz on the bench tonight, so potentially he could be back from injury. I'd probably go Mudryk on the left, Felix through the middle. Keep Madueke on because he's looked good. I would look at Badiashile maybe because, Fofana's now down injured, but he's looked crap. So's Thiago Silva, so it doesn't really matter there. But yeah, overall, I don't know what Frank does. Because what realistic options do we have at this point? We haven't even got Hall or Chukwuemeka on the bench. Chukwuemeka. They'd be my go-tos in this sort of scenario because what are we playing for now? Make sure it's not 7-0 by full time, which it probably will be anyway. So we might as well bring on some youngsters, see what happens. But no youngsters on the bench. Well, we've only got 5 more minutes to survive until the half. And then we can take 15 minutes of meditation and forget what's happened in that first 45. Genuine, it's just disgraceful. I haven't really got many more words. Arsenal are sensational though. Don't think I've really touched on them tonight. Been too outraged by whatever the fucking hell I'm watching for Chelsea. Kante, man, we just kicked Trossard for no real reason. Like, fair. I'll just boot someone, I guess, but throw Hutchinson on. I love that man. He's not got a look in. Like, I cannot fathom why in a season where we've got nothing to play for, why players like Hutchinson, Chukwuemeka, Hall, Badiashile, Mudryk, Madueke aren't getting all the minutes. Because what is people like Sterling contributing anyway? So throw him off. Say, look, mate, we're going to play youngsters for the rest of the season. If you want to be here next season, then stick around. But, yeah. I don't know. I'd rather play the youngsters and just see out this season instead of stick with this shite. Arsenal just too good today. Yeah, against City, they hardly had a kick. Yeah. You're not wrong, Nick Nack. Jack, I'd burn that Lampard shirt. No, we still respect Frank Lampard. He's a fantastic player. I disassociate his lack of ability to manage a football club with what he's done for Chelsea because he's still a magnificent player. He's a Chelsea legend. And I know some fans will say that his managerial stints have tarnished his legacy, but in my mind, he's still Frank Lampard, Chelsea's record goal scorer, not Frank Lampard, Chelsea's bloke who just stands on the sidelines and watches as we lose 3-0. So, yeah, I still have immense respect for Lamps. And whatever happens this season, it's not on him. He's coming at a very difficult time with a squad that just don't play for anyone. We know how they had no respect for Potter, seemingly no respect for Frank Lampard, and seemingly no idea how to play football either. 3 core principles there that you need to be a footballer. Against City, no one played well. City was slightly less bad. I think that's harsh. City set up superbly. You know, they knew exactly how Arsenal would want to play. They wanted to mark man for man. City knew that by switching up their tactics slightly, that they could actually make good use of De Bruyne as a free man when playing out from the back in a 4-2-4. That gave them a lot of options going forward and meant that actually they could completely tear them apart. Aubameyang's wank. I mean, he's just trying to control the football. It's off the end of the pitch. Sure. Promising from Madueke. He's driven forward again. It's slightly overhit the pass, but Aubameyang should be able to do something more with that. Actually, it's a superb pass. It is a superb pass. Aubameyang tries to control it with the outside of his foot. He spoons it off for a goal kick. Mate, you might as well rip your shirt off and reveal the Arsenal one underneath now because you've contributed nothing for Chelsea. Except for a lot of finances going your way, mate. So, well done. Well done securing the payday. Who's the guy on Lampard's right? Don't know, probably a fan invited down for a nice day out. I can't remember who the assistant is. I think it might still be Potter's bloke. But yeah. Aubameyang passed it. Yeah, I know. It wasn't evident enough Aubameyang can't play in the Premier League. If his goal tally this season hasn't shown, you know what? That was fair. That was brilliant from Aubameyang. He gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic balling behind is just tragic. It's just so overhit. Don't know who he's trying to pick out. I know Sterling's making a run, but he's not the Flash. He's not getting there. Woeful from Kova. That was an attack that looked like something promising. And Mudryk's watching on as Sterling's contributed nothing, probably wondering why he's not started. I'm sure the commentators are probably making some shite comment about, oh, he should have joined Arsenal now, shouldn't he? But realistically, he didn't. I don't think he made a bad call by joining Chelsea. Mudryk was always going to have a tough season regardless. If anything, but he probably, maybe he'd have enjoyed a better time at Arsenal so far. I think long term though, Chelsea's still a very good destination for him to be at. A lot of Arsenal fans will be laughing at him, of course, because he's chosen to go to this shit show rather than this Arsenal side. But judge it in 5 years. If Arsenal win 5 trebles on the bounce, then yeah, fair enough. Mudryk made the wrong decision, but yeah, we all knew that when Chelsea signed all the panic buy. Well, yeah, it was Tuchel's idea, and then we went and sacked Tuchel a month later. Aubameyang played about half a minute for him. How we looked at the squad and went, yeah, we don't need a striker. Don't worry, guys. So we've got Breuer, who would be sensational, but he's out injured since Christmas now. We've got, what have we had? I mean, Lukaku, we decided to loan out. Even he'd probably be better than who's played up front for us this season. Havertz has been woeful at best. He scored a couple goals. He got us into the Champions League quarters where we were shite again. But yeah, I don't know how the recruitment staff, in all their infinite wisdom, looked at the side and thought you know the striker we need, Aubameyang, yeah. Anyway, 2 more minutes of added time to go. I'll add them to the screen, which I completely forgot to do. Hopefully, they just call full time after that. Don't think I'm prepared for another 45 minutes. Oh. Can you lot bin off your number 9 shirt? No one can play in it. Well, Lukaku's still... Well, Breuer's 18, isn't he? So I don't know why he's struggled. He's just been injured. I think he'd have done superbly the second half of the season. Because I love him, he's great. I hope he actually gets a chance next season, because we've never given Breuer a chance. This would have been his chance, and he's injured because of a friendly against Aston Villa, where they were playing on some shite surface, which resulted in him getting injured. Because we were playing a friendly in some horrible 4G surface in, I can't remember where. I feel like we were in China for some reason. You know, where they usually play pre-season tournaments in like China and America. I think they did the same, but in, I don't know where it was. Oh, Sterling down in the box. Jared Gillett. No, I don't know. I can't really judge whether that was a foul. It looked... But I need to see a replay. Not that it massively makes a difference. I'm not going to see one. We're going to watch Ramsdale take a goal kick. Not a goal kick, just kick it out of his hands. Yeah, 39 points. You'll stay up. Don't worry. Surely things can only improve next season. Well, this is my comment. Well, it's half time, by the way. This is my comment. I just feel we can't get worse. Surely next season. Not necessarily 12th in the league, only 6 points off the drop. Yeah, but the 40-point mark is usually the point of safety. I also don't see all of Leeds, West Ham, Forest, Everton, Leicester all picking up 6 points because they're crap. So if we just get a point somewhere, it's not going to be tonight. Tonight we might as well walk off and not come out the second half, but you know, maybe next week. We've even got... What's Chelsea's fixtures? Also, the handball earlier from Final confused. Clear pen, no. I said that at the time. I was unsure. I think it's because his proximity to the body, they've not awarded that. But overall, possibly a penalty. As for Chelsea's remaining fixtures this season, Bournemouth, that's a must-win. Forest, that's a must-win. If we get those points over the line, which we should, because they're very bad teams, in all honesty. Like, I respect more from all they've done. Fair enough. You've survived the drop. Great job at Gary O'Neill. He's not been given his flowers for what an achievement he's pulled off. But if we don't fucking batter them, then that is, might as well tell everyone. Because they're not, look at their squad, they're not a Premier League side. Nottingham Forest are a mess, and yet we'll still find a way to bottle that. And then Man City, Man United, Newcastle to finish the season. We might as well pack up after Forest. Send the youth out for the final 3 games. Next 2 games, play a decently strong side. Get the points over the line if you can. Couple of players on the bench, young players on the bench, sub them in if we're losing. Final 3 games of the season, I expect to see Slanina in goal. I think is he back from his loan? Where's Gabriel Slanina at? Because I don't want to watch Mendy or Kepa. So is he allowed to play for us? Yeah. All right. Final 3 games of the season. Slanina in goal. Right back, I couldn't care less as long as it's not Dave. Centre halves of... Who's that? Humphreys. Bashir Humphreys and Badia Shile. And then Hall at left back. Midfield 3 of Enzo, because he's actually alright. Chukwuemeka and... I don't know, maybe Kante, because I quite like him. Hudson on one wing, Vale on the other. Who's it? Jutins at Bell? No, he's joined Tottenham, hasn't he? I don't know. Young striker up front. David Ashford. There we go. Give him a run out. Throw in Mudryk maybe over Vale and Madueke in there as well. Give them some minutes. Maybe, Justin Dennis Zachariah, I remember he plays for us again. He got a nice 7 appearances. He's not played since the 15th of April. So he's had a nice couple of weeks where he's not actually got any football. So yeah. What else is there? I don't really want to talk about that game. Anyone else got anything to talk about? Because I think any more conversation about Chelsea is going to make me just cry. But yeah. What else to discuss? We've got games tomorrow. City might bottle to Fulham. No, West Ham. Never know. Zachariah needs minutes. He's fantastic. What's the point? He's not playing for us next season. Focus everything on next season. Mudryk up top playing in actual position. Mudryk's a winger. Mudryk's clearly a winger. Brilliant out wide. Very good on the ball. He just needs to be more direct with his movement, which he usually is, but he's not actually been given any minutes. If I don't see him in the second half, I'll be stunned because Sterling's contributed the square root of nothing. Who else should we bring off? Probably Aspi. Bring on Chalobah just to shore up the defence a little bit more. Yeah. What's your next stream? We are live on Thursday for Manchester United versus Brighton or Brighton Man U. I think it's Brighton Man United, isn't it? I think it's at the Amex. And then on Sunday for Arsenal Newcastle as well. So some decent games this week. And then next week we're into the Champions League. So that is exciting. Hopefully the Champions League can provide some good action. Obviously Real Madrid City on Tuesday night, where I will be here alone again. So make sure to join and keep chat very flowing. So I've got a lot to talk about next Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, we have the Milan derby in the Champions League semi-finals. But yeah, only 4 weeks left of the Premier League season. In fact, 26 days left of the Premier League season. I think we've still got quite a few. We've got a couple Premier League streams left, a couple Champions League games to go, and then of course we have Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, FA Cup finals. I can see if I can come Sunday if you want, Connor. I can't remember what time it is Sunday, but you can. Yeah, I think that should be all right. But yeah. We haven't had a guest in a while, so you're welcome to join us. But yeah, that first half then, should we talk about the goals? Because that's presumably what we usually do at half time. It's not going to be fun, but here we go. Xhaka in Akers on this right-hand side. Pulls back to the edge. He's Odegaard in Akers, who puts it just above Kepa, whose hands are still made of paper. So that's great. Newcastle vs Chelsea should be a good game. Hopefully. Yeah. Newcastle Chelsea will hopefully be a good game. I mean, I'd like to see us play some young players, but yeah. Or Tuesday when you're alone. Yeah, either or. Tuesday, Real Madrid City. So that'll be a good stream. I think Harry again won't be here for any of it because he's got another game. But yeah. Problem with Chelsea signing is they are either past it or unproven. Well, that's the thing, right? Chelsea fans keep getting annoyed, we're signing all these gems, but we've not got any proven talent. It's like, well, look at what the proven talent's done this season, and look at what the gems have done. Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella, who else did we sign? Aubameyang. They're all proven players, and they've been terrible. Whereas Mudryk looked exciting against Liverpool and then has played not a lot of minutes since. Madueke has looked sensational tonight in his first, I think probably his first start. I can't remember if he started another game. I don't think he has. But yeah. And then look at all the proven players we signed who have done nothing. And Enzo Fernandez, another young player who's absolutely sensational. Should we talk about the Jesus goal? I completely missed the other Odegaard goal. It was similar to the first one though, weren't it? White puts the ball in any sort of area. It doesn't even need to be dangerous against Chelsea. I mean, Xhaka and Jesus just sort of mocking it. Just pass it to each other near the Chelsea goal. And then, yeah. I mean, Kante just stands there and watches 4 Chelsea players fall on the floor, probably thinking, what the Christ am I still doing here? And Kepa, I mean, I've had so much patience with him, but he's genuinely just a terrible, terrible goalkeeper. Just a terrible goalkeeper. You know, we can make as many excuses as we want. Oh, he's young. Oh, his girlfriend's left him. Oh, he's not got any hands. It might as well not. But I've got nothing left. He's just not very good in goal. You know, like, if we don't sign a goalkeeper in the summer, we might as well not turn up next season because Mendy's so erratic and can't play with the ball at his feet. And Kepa is good with the ball at his feet and horrendous at actually doing any goalkeeping. So unless one of them has the greatest remontada in the history of football over the summer, then if we don't sign a goalkeeper, we might as well not turn up. We might as well sign up for the Championship in 24, 25. But yeah, in terms of who we sign in goal, I don't know. Who's going to want to come here? I would say Mike Moynihan, but we're not a Champions League club, so why would he do that? Who plays for a shite side that's actually a good keeper? I don't know, because if you play for a shit team, you're probably not a good goalkeeper, are you? If you look at the bottom three in the Premier League right now, Bazunu, I think, is an incredible young goalkeeper, but unproven really at this level. Melier, he's crap. Everson struggle. I mean, he looked alright the other night. Pickford's woeful, unless he's got an England shirt on. Fabianski, he's a goalkeeper. At least we can say he's a polling goal. But yeah, as Badiashile shat on Frank's doorstep or something. I don't know what Badiashile's done wrong. So I don't know why he doesn't get any minutes, especially when I watch him Fofana and Thiago Silva depict having a seizure when Jesus was in our 6-yard box. But, you know. Who else is... What else is there to talk about? Kepa's made of Play-Doh, exactly. He literally cannot save anything. Kepa's Arsenal soft man, yeah, exactly. Only positive Madueke. Yeah, let's just talk about Madueke until the second half kicks off, because he's a baller. Like, we've actually let him run with the ball down the right-hand side tonight, and look at, I know Zinchenko's hardly the best left-back in the world, but he's done a number on him. And, if he had options in the box, other than that, the bloke who stood up there at the moment, forget his name, he doesn't really play for Chelsea, he's played a couple of times. But, Aubameyang's just crap. But Madueke, yeah, he's very exciting down that right side. I hope we get to see more of him throughout this rest of the season. Because we've got nothing to play for. Might as well give Madueke as many minutes as possible. You can have Ramsdale if you want, we'll take mine then. Yeah. The thing is, Ramsdale's done alright this season, but I think ultimately his errors may have cost Arsenal some big points, which could ultimately have cost Arsenal the Premier League. I think it's harsh to blame the entire the entire failure to win the Premier League on one individual, especially when Ramsdale has been so big in moments this season. But he has made big errors. Still a good goalkeeper though. Still better than Kepa. In 2023, I'm sure there's some way we can get Kepa and Mendy to produce a baby and have the best attributes of both of them. Or the worst, if we take Kepa's ability to save things and Mendy's ability at the ball to create genuinely the worst goalkeeper on the planet. That sounds more possible. And you sell off top talent like Abraham and Tomori. This is, man, the amount of crimes I'd commit for Tomori to come back to Chelsea. No, I love Tomori, but yeah, Cobham's harsh, isn't it? And for whatever reason, Lampard didn't give Tomori any minutes, like he's now not giving Badiashile any minutes. Makes zero logic to his decisions, really, isn't there? And then who else is there? Cole will come back in the summer. If we can somehow tempt him to actually stay and not go literally anywhere else. Why would he stay at Chelsea? Brighton want him. He's been brilliant at Brighton this season. They're going to be playing Champions League football next season, potentially. Well, probably Europa League, actually. But that's at least some Europe. The most Europe we're going to have is probably a pre-season friendly. Like, that's it. Because what else are we playing in Europe? So yeah, I can understand why he would want to leave. But I want Cole Wilson at Chelsea next season because I think he's genuinely the best young centre-half in the world right now. I think he's so good for his age. He's, 22? And yet he's better than anything Chelsea have in our back line today. I haven't seen much chill defensively either. He's been getting forward a bit. Hasn't really done a lot defensively. But equally, Saka's not really had a lot of the ball either. So, not bad from Ben Chilwell, Bring on Zeke and Gallagher at half-time, might as well. If I see Gallagher on at half-time, I'm just going to cry. Gallagher genuinely just runs about Like, Ziyech doesn't run. Gallagher, that's another thing. If you mix Ziyech, and if you put Ziyech's technical ability with Gallagher's work ethic, you'd have Lionel Messi. But instead, you've got a bloke that runs about a bit and a guy that sort of sulks about and sometimes crosses the ball in a dangerous area. But other than that, they don't, unless Ziyech has one flash in the game and spends the rest of the time sulking on the sidelines. I'm sure he does care, but he makes it look like he doesn't. And then with Gallagher, I mean, he tries, bless him, but he's like that kid at football that's clearly not good enough. But the manager's, he's paid the subs at the start of the year. And he always comes every week to every session. He's never really been good enough, but he always tries his hardest. And yeah. But he's not good enough, is he, Gallagher? The fact we genuinely chose to sell Billy Gilmour and keep Conor Gallagher, that was the direct choice, by the way. It's come out since that was the choice. And the Chelsea execs went, I'm not sure about Billy Gilmour, but Conor Gallagher, yeah, we love that guy. So we've thrown away Gilmour, and look how good he was for Brighton the other day, as they tore apart Wolves. He was superb. And then you watch Conor Gallagher, if he gets on today, because he probably will. We're probably now going to pan to the sidelines where Gallagher's jumping up and down. Anyone in the tunnel that looks like they didn't start the first half? I don't see anyone. There's only 6 Chelsea players coming out, by the way. No one else. The rest have all gone home. Yeah, Nick Nat Tammy not enough for Chelsea. Well, he's better than in Aubameyang, isn't he? Nick Chelsea fan, really. Like, since of Abraham, who have we had? Because we sold him, we bought Lukaku, who was crap, we bought Aubameyang, who was crap, and Broy's been injured. And that's the 3 strikers we've had. And Havertz isn't a striker. He's an attack midfielder who sometimes runs up front. Gallagher reminds me of Joe Martin. Nah, Joe Martin's clear of Gallagher. Yeah. That won't make sense to most of the chat. Oh, speaking of Havertz, here he comes. Yeah, but again, we should be at Chelsea. Well, exactly. I think he's such a fantastic player. Like, technical ability beyond his years. A range of passing, which is just frankly superb. Aubameyang's also become off because he's just not a very good footballer. In his place will be Kai Havertz. So maybe he'll contribute something. At least he'll run about a bit. Connor, you're laughing, mate, but when he scores a hat-trick, when he scores once because it's come off his arse, you won't be laughing then. But yeah, how many goals are we expecting for Arsenal in the second half then, chat? What are we thinking? I hope he gets more than 5 touches. Yeah, I hope one of them is in the opposition's half. Second half about to get underway here. Can Chelsea stave off an Arsenal onslaught? Probably not. But stranger things have happened. Jesus knocks it back. Second half underway. Can Chelsea keep a clean sheet for 45 minutes? I've got to go. Enjoy, Jack. All right, Connor. Enjoy the second half, mate. I'm sure you'll be back at full time to gloat. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Here come Chelsea. Sterling flying down this left-hand side. Looking dangerous. Raheem Sterling against Kiwior. Tries to play the ball forwards. Forgets he can't pass through people because he's not magic. And now we no longer have the ball. It's Arsenal throwing on the far side. Havertz on the pitch. What impact will he have? Will it be positive? Will it be negative? Will it be better than Aubameyang's? Definitely. To be fair, Gallagher had a good season at Palace just before that decision was made, whereas Gilmour's stock would have been dragged down by a horrid Norwich team. Yeah, that was a shocking loan move, but we should have realised Gallagher was a system player. I guess with the benefit of hindsight we can make. Hindsight, of course, is 2020. Yeah, I know. I'd love to see. I'd love to be able to go back in time because we had like £40 million offers for Conor Gallagher, which we rejected, and then we sold Billy for like 20, if that. I think it was 15 in the end. So yeah, not great. Here's Silva. Now Havertz. Now Silva, and it's Fofana. Cross to Azpilicueta. Oh, that's nice for Azpilicueta to bring the ball inside. He's still on the pitch, by the way. He survived the culling half. Not really the culling, they just took off Aubameyang because he's crap at football. Here's Kante. Havertz. Can he find anyone with the ball forwards? Here's Madueke on the right-hand side against Zinchenko. Madueke cuts inside. He's sort of dink the ball in the right sort of area, but it's over everyone out for a goal kick. Bit off that, and actually, you know, on the head of Aubameyang, and that might be a goal. That's a thumbs up though from Super Frank, so you know, breeze proper Chelsea, we love it. Good. What are we watching now? Well, it's Arsenal playing out from the back, and Chelsea watching them do it. Here's Ramsdale. No, 9 mil. It's 9 mil for Billy Gilmore. You could buy. I'm trying to think. How many Neymars, how many Billy Gilmores you could buy for the price of Neymar? Maths has failed me. I can't think. If anyone wants to do that maths, please tell me how many Billy Gilmores at £9 million you could buy for £200 million. And then please report back. I think it's 22 and you'd have 4 mil left over. Or 2 mil left. I don't know, maths ain't a strong point of mine. Thiago Silva tries to find Aspi. He's lost a header to Zinchenko. That's the first person to lose a header to Zinchenko. And then Trossard plays the ball forwards and it's put out of play by N'Golo Kante. Failed club. Well, to the stream, Precious. Precious Monnier. You're not wrong. Pains me to say it, but you're not wrong. Here's Arteta. He looks calm. What's he got to be nervous about? His team are playing well. What is happening? Are we making a sub? Oh no. Some sort of disturbance, I think, in the crowd. Probably a Chelsea fan running on the pitch so he can get off it quicker. Please take him away. Lovely jubbly. Doesn't have to watch us anymore. Here's Madueke. Zinchenko's tackling him. He's held off Zinchenko though. As for the greatest control of his face, and Kante's kicked it off the pitch. Lovely. Arsenal throw now deep in our half. Jesus. They're taking us to the corner already. Aspi's gone through someone because he's a keen muppet. And now it's a free kick in a good area. That's going to be a yellow card, I'm guessing. I mean, what is he doing? He just decides, you know what? I'm just going to kick him for a laugh. Absolutely brain dead. Absolutely brain dead, that from Azpilicueta. Jesus now has a hobble. Aspi has a no booking. Aspi's escaped without a booking. Don't know how he did that. But regardless, play continues. Arsenal free kick. Players queuing up in the box to head this home. They know this is likely going to be a good ball in from Trossard. They know Chelsea probably won't mark him up. Trossard hangs it to the back post. Actually, it's stopped by Sterling at the near post and out for an Arsenal corner. Now they get another chance to try the same thing. And it's going to be Trossard again, I think. 40 minutes to play here. It's not over yet, unfortunately. Trossard with another corner. Just watching the clock now, hoping that if we watch it, the time will go quicker. Trossard. Ball in. Oh, it's in. Yeah. No, play continues. Oh, well, got away one there. Gabriel headed on target. It's cleared off the line by Thiago Silva. Great clearance. Arsenal thought they scored. Jarrett Gert's watch says, no, you ain't, mate. So we got away with one there. I'm sure now we're going to get a replay of just how close it was. Oh, it's a touch from Thiago Silva with his knee on the line. That's a great touch. Just to keep off the line, and then he clears it up in the air. Arsenal, adamant they scored, but the referee's watch gets it absolutely right. Thiago Silva is just quality. In fact, he managed to pull that off there. Well, some of our defenders can't even manage to work out how to mark someone at a corner. Form of temporary class is permanent. We've got no form, and luckily Thiago Silva's got some class. Chilwell. So some class. Thiago Silva is just oozes class. in every sense of the word. Well, here comes Odegaard, Saka, and now Xhaka. Still Xhaka, and he gets a shot away. Luckily, Kepa's worked out how to save things. It's a miracle. Miracles can happen. There we go. Religion's real, everyone. Miracles can happen. But yeah, Saka knocked it across. It fell to Xhaka. Xhaka just sort of took it through Fofana. Probably should have looked right to Bukayo Saka. Had a bit more time and space. Took the shot on himself. It was a tame effort. Still forced a big double-handed save out of Kepa though. And now it's an Arsenal corner, which provides them with another goal for it. Pulled in chat, by the way, 59% Arsenal, 29% Chelsea, 12% draw. People now swaying the way of Arsenal. Understandable. Jesus just missed a sitter. That should have been 4. Probably 5, because that Xhaka chance could have been a goal as well. Should have been 4, good save. Yeah, fair enough, Kepa. Good save. I don't know what Jesus has tried to do there. Best bit of defending I've seen all game. He's at the wrong end, though. He was completely unmarked to the back post. He spooned it over the bar. Havertz has no options because Sterling sat down. Further forward. He goes backwards. Kovacic, Silva. Can he find anyone with a pass? Yes, he can. He's Rosie Fofana. These two have been solid all season, Fofana and Silva. They've not really put a foot wrong, but tonight they've looked like a car crash. Now it is Chilwell. Through the legs of Saka. Picks out Sterling, who goes back down the line to Benjamin Chilwell. Options in the centre. That's a shocking cross and almost dips into the back of the net. Terrible cross though, really, Ben Chilwell. Overhit. That definitely could have been a chance. This is some nice football. Chilwell and Chilwell and Sterling linking up well on this left-hand side. The cross leaves a lot to be desired. But alas. And now Gabriel is feeling some discomfort. This would be really worrying for Arsenal. No Saliba. Kiwior starts tonight. Holding may have to come on here if Gabriel's not okay to continue. He's holding his right arse cheek. I'm presuming it's not his bum he's hurt. But instead probably his hamstring, I guess. Nick, you want your 6-0 prediction to come true. Yeah, just man, it seems like it will come true at this point. Saliba watches on in what I can only describe as a giant beige coat thing. Like the beige coat I can understand. The beige coat thing over his face though, me no comprende. Zinchenko. Jesus gets fouled but stands his ground against Aspi. Aspi, by the way, shocking. I know you thought when I said that I was going to make a good comment. No, he's been crap. So far, he's gone around kicking people. He's been completely out-muscled by everyone he's come up against. He's been out-manoeuvred, outplayed. He looks lost. And now he's completely left his runner free. And if Jesus has spotted both Trossard and Xhaka in space, and that could have been 4. Arsenal still going forward down this right-hand side, though. Here's Ben White, now Odegaard. Odegaard wants to put the ball into the box. Very congested box. Falls to Xhaka on the edge. Now it's with the number 20, not Jakob Kiwior, is it? Saka, by the way, in behind, has a shot. Kepa does well. Trossard trying to find a pass. Could go alone. This is a very congested Chelsea box, and we've somehow got the ball out, thank God. Now Madueke gives it back to them. Fantastic. Trossard are under the cosh again. Xhaka, no look pass. Cold with it, to be fair. Odegaard. When's Saliba due back? No clue. I don't think it's due back this season though. Saka wriggles through two Chelsea players, takes aim, and that should be in the back of the net. Big miss from not big miss from Saka. He shoots from range. It's not a bad effort. If he gets that on target, it's probably in. Chilwell. Now Kepa. Not Kepa. Kovacic. Kepa could do a job in midfield. That'd be interesting to see. Social experiment to the lamps. Let's just put Kepa in midfield. Havertz. Still Havertz. And Kiwior's dealt with it. And now Saka hooks it away. We're in need of a goal. Well, we're not really in need of a goal, but it'd be nice to get a goal. And there's 3 people in the box while the other 8 watch on. Meanwhile, Arsenal don't need a goal. And our entire team's in our penalty area, and they've got about 6 or 7 around it. In and around it. Oh, this game's putting me to sleep. Come on, Chelsea, liven up a little bit. Like we're just sat here succumbing to a defeat. Arsenal fans are cheering every pass. Fantastic. Fantastic. Mocking it at this point. Oh, that was woeful from Chelsea. Now it's an Arsenal throw. Yeah, Saka will be gutted he's not added to his tally for this season because he cuts inside Bukayo Saka and he tries to bend one to the near post and it's not a bad effort, but it's not at the back of the net. Again, Bibby puts on target, it's a goal. Apologies, I am falling asleep. Here comes Saka on the right hand side. Odegaard. That's good from Madueke, and he can't do anything more. Now is Trossard looking to cut inside. That's a wonderful pass. Jesus holds it up well. Great defending from Wesley Fofana, and he's offside anyway. But yeah, that was a superb pass from Leandro Trossard. How on earth he picks out Jesus here. And now this is going to be the end of Trossard's evening as on comes the introduction of Gabriel Martinelli. As if it could get worse. Off comes Trossard, on comes Martinelli. Great. Ackland Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. You're joining at a great time. We're having loads of fun and we're definitely not wanting to cry. 18 votes in the polling chat, 61% of you are absolutely spot on with Arsenal, 28% of you are delusional, voting for Chelsea, and 11% of you are very optimistic that Chelsea could have got a draw tonight. 30 minutes to go. We've not conceded in the last 15 minutes, so I think that's a very good achievement. As for the last 30 minutes, let's aim for a goal, Chelsea. I thought we were on the bottom of the pitch, but any aggression, any contact, and Jared Gillett immediately gives a free kick. Probably justified. I'm just annoyed because I want to see us actually attack, but yeah. Kovacic decided he needed to barrel over his former teammate, Jorginho. Here is Jorgie. Arsenal's top scorer comes on. Yeah, great. Here is Jakub Kiwior. Gabriel inside to Zinchenko. That's a poor pass, a shocking pass indeed. Kovacic bursting through the middle. Havertz finds Chilwell. Now Sterling. Ball into the box. And it's headed away by Zinchenko. Falls to Azpilicueta. Enzo. Ball in the box. It misses everyone. Sterling. That's just so shy. Just shocking. The ball falls to him. He sort of flails a leg in its general direction. It bounces about. It's cleared away by Arsenal. That was somewhat promising. Don't get me wrong. None of it was convincing at all, but it was promising. And yeah, we've just thrown away a chance. Martinelli. Here's Zinchenko. Jorginho. Zinchenko. Gabriel. Now it's with Kiwior. Odegaard, and it's stopped by Kiwior. Now Zinchenko. And it's a nice crossfield pass to Bukayo Saka, who pauses in possession. Now finds who's number 20? Oh, Jorginho. That's what's been throwing me. I don't know who he is. Odegaard. Jesus goes down, but play continues. Arsenal in good possession. Jesus. Ball over the top. Martinelli. Good touch. Needs to get out of his feet. Will probably get out of his feet in a moment. Stopped by Aspi. Out for a corner, which very much frustrates the Spanish right back, as he decides to just keep shouting at Jared Gillett, expecting something to change. Must not go back until tomorrow. Who's City playing tomorrow? West Ham United. Knick-knack. City. I don't know if they travel to or welcome West Ham. Or host West Ham. Oh, West Ham at home, Joseph fan says. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're going to win that, aren't they? You know, if it's away, maybe the atmosphere, maybe the bubbles throw off Man City and West Ham win, but I just don't see City losing at the Etihad, really. You never know, though. Maybe West Ham pull off the unthinkable. Maybe Jared Bowen will bag a hat-trick and everyone will be rejoicing into the night. Saka slips over. And now Chelsea will break away on the counter. Kante, here they come. Chelsea, 4-on-2. This has to be a goal. Surely, that's shocking. That is shit. And Chelsea have thrown away their only chance. Madueke, though, could score here. Plays across the box. Somehow we've not scored an open goal. What a calamity. I don't know what I've just seen. I don't know if to scream, cry, laugh. I feel if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. Because what the Christ have I just watched? Genuinely, right? We're in behind. It's looking so promising. And what occurs is baffling. Kante tries to play it across to Havertz. Shocking pass. Stopped by Jorginho. A complete mess at the back. Madueke manages to get the ball. Plays it across the box. And it's cleared away. Oh, it's just... like, they could genuinely... all 11 players walk off and we still wouldn't score. Like, we'd put it wide or over. Or we'd be running in on goal and someone would just... I don't know. Forget that they're playing football. Chilwell down. Oh, great. Kick-a-red time, everyone, in a flat 4. Might as well stick him in goal. That would be funny, actually. Can we do that? It'd be like watching Rennie Higuita. Anyone else? If anyone here happens to be on the Chelsea substitutes bench right now and can make us, I mean, we can, you know, make Kukurea go in goal, please do that. I would pay a ridiculous amount of money to watch that happen. Oh, Madueke in behind. Oh, that's a brilliant finish. That is superb. Noni Madueke has been the one bright spark in this utter pile of shite. Brilliant Madueke tonight. And that's a glimpse of hope. 30 minutes to play. Noni deserves that. We've got a goal. Goal, Gabriel's down and they're going to try and claim that's a foul. Noni Madueke, do not take that goal away from him because he 100% deserves that. Also, shout out, is it Kovacic with the pass over the top? It is indeed. That is a brilliant, brilliant ball. Madueke's onside by an acre and that is a great, great finish. And Ramsdale proving, by the way, why he's not that great. Well, we'll take that. We'll take that all the way to the bank. Come on, Chelsea. Lovely jubbly. 1-0 in the second half. That is superb. Noni Madueke, build him a statue at the bridge. Excellent football, lads. Love it. Zinchenko just goes a 4-year-old striker. No, Chelsea are going to draw the game now. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm Harry. You never know. Who cares? Chelsea fan have a bit more oomph. Come on, we might pull this off. And Knick-knack, thank you for the gifted membership, mate. I forgot you said you'd do that for the Chelsea goal. Thank you very much, mate. Absolutely, yeah. So grateful for that. If anyone in chat wants a membership, wants to give the membership, then make sure to claim that because all unclaimed memberships do go they get refunded. So if you want to claim a membership, go ahead and claim that. Don't feel like you're not going to claim it because you want someone else to have it. Just, yeah, if you see a membership, make sure to allow gifts and get yourself a free gifted membership. But yeah, Noni Madueke, fair play. Lovely little goal, that. You know, we are 3-1 down, but decent. And yes, the comeback is on, Knick-knack. We're doing it. How long left to play? 24 minutes. This is going to be the greatest 24 minutes of Lampard ball. Oh, Gallagher's coming on. Here, you've ruined my mood. Lampard, mate. I was like, oh, we're doing this. Come on, here we go. Now Gallagher's coming on. Yes. Great. Oh, that's good defending from Thiago Silva. Arsenal corner now, though. I just run out of words. to describe what I'm watching anymore. But you know, Conor Gallagher's coming on in a minute, so that'll be fun. But you know what? Fair play to Madueke. I feel like I probably have to give my man of the match award to an Arsenal player at the end of this because, let's be real, Arsenal are quite good at football. But Noni Madueke deserves some plaudits for his performance tonight because he's looked like the only semi-competent footballer in this Chelsea team. The fact that they also Chelsea players just let that go over our heads is shocking, but thankfully no Arsenal head met it. Gabriel flicks up in the air. It's still alive for Arsenal. Enzo clears it. Thank God for that. Havertz nods it down. That was just shocking. He can't even head it to someone correctly. Like, unfathomable. Under the stream, Lob Michi, is what happened in Spain true? I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you're referring to, mate. But yeah. Welcome to the stream regardless. Anyway. Oh, well, I am Harry. Just used his hardcore membership. I believe with the renewal he gets a message. So he's put Arsenal bottled the league horribly. So yeah, thank you Harry for your 3 months now membership. And the nice little bronze badge now. And yeah, Arsenal have bottled the league. The thing is, I still don't think Arsenal's season is a failure. Like, they've still done well, realistically. No one expected them to fight for the title this year, and yet they're still up near the top of the table. So, yeah, fair play to them. Anyway, 20 minutes for Chelsea to try and find something in this game. We're probably not going to because we're crap, but Madueke has looked all right so far in this game. Well, you're the Harry. Harry is the goat. To be fair, I'm Harry is the goat. But yeah, and if you haven't got a membership to the channel, there is currently a gifted membership from Nick Knack still going. So if anyone in chat wants to claim that, make sure to allow gifts, and you can get yourself a free gifted membership. But yeah, I do think though, I do like the whole thing of Arsenal bottling the title because they should have won it. Realistically, draws to West Ham and Southampton are inexcusable. When you're in that position, they should have wrapped up the title. So I can understand. I can understand the view that Arsenal bottled. I do think, however, that realistically they weren't. They were in the title race, weren't they, for most of the season? So, but I still think it's been a successful season. They'll have Champions League football next year. They're still a very good young side. Yes, they've not won a trophy this year, which I guess you could see as a bit of a failure, but I still think it's been a successful campaign overall for Arsenal. Anyway, Arsenal on the ball now. Chelsea look deflated once more. I thought maybe the goal would give us a bit more, I don't know, spirit, motivation. It hasn't. If anything, we've gone fair enough. We've scored now. We can, sort of stop trying. Oh, Asper has ran up. Gabriel won a free kick. Nice. Good job, Asper. 8 points clear, weren't they? When you put it like that, Arsenal have sort of bottled. But I still think they've done well this season. But they probably should have won the league. Chelsea love to cry. Connor, mate. I mean, yeah. I don't really have much to think with Arsenal fans this season, though, because, we have been quite crap. Conor Gallagher just walked on the pitch now. It just goes from bad to worse. Madueke's on at least. So Sterling off, Mudryk on, and Conor Gallagher on in place of Enzo Fernandez, which was possibly the biggest downgrade in quality of footballer I think I've ever seen. Here comes Azpilicueta with the free kick. I don't really know what he's going to do with it. It's really deep. He just goes back to a centre-half. Pretty pointless. And climb back up the ranks in FPL from 10th to 6th in 1 week. Well done. Yeah, on the private league. Where are you now in the TFC league? The TFC league, I haven't looked at the top of the TFC league, but I know it has been competitive this season. The Football Chat FPL league. But yeah. Here come Arsenal. Odegaard finds Xhaka. Sprays it out wide. Here's Saka. Can he make something happen? Jesus. And that's a good block from Chilwell. Enzo spent more time on the floor than the ball. Mate, do not disrespect Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez is a fantastic player. Like he's been superb throughout Chelsea's season. Like while the rest of the team's falling apart, he looks just class. He looks like such a good player. And we knew from the World Cup he was a good player, but I did have reservations because he's not proven, obviously in the Premier League or in any top European league. He's played a bit in Portugal, but overall I did have reservations because he's not proven. But he's just been superb, just been absolutely superb this season. Especially given how bad Chelsea have been. But yeah, Chelsea free kick. I think that's a foul on Silva. Silva down again with a head injury. But yeah. I have to wait 3 more months to get my next TFC badge. Absolutely fuming about that. Yeah, sorry, I'm Harry. But yeah, we would probably set the badges a little lower, but I think it's YouTube mandated where you put the badges in at certain months. But yeah. But also, we have got more perks coming soon, hopefully. We've started setting up a Discord, which should be ready to go soonish. And there will be exclusive stuff on the Discord for members. So, yeah, that's another perk. Exclusive rank and exclusive stuff like that. So other exclusive stuff. And we're working on more stuff. We want to do... I know some other members have asked for a behind-the-scenes tour of the studio. So we may bring that for the members. And yeah, there will probably be some other members only content that we think of at some point. But yeah. What is this? I hate Zinchenko. Oh, Connor's buzzing that Zinchenko's off. Kieran Tierney onto the pitch now. Here come Chelsea. Mudryk. Can he make something happen? Very exciting player, Mudryk. Now it's Conor Gallagher. Chilwell, this is nice play. Ball into the box. It's over absolutely everyone. Chilwell's crossing time's been woeful, I have to say. Fofana, Kante, Aspi. Now Havertz, Fofana. And we're playing some nice stuff now. There's a couple players that are just a bit painful to watch in this, but Chilwell, Kovacic. This is not bad. Kante. Now Fofana. Liverpool getting top 4. I'm Harry, mate. You are delusional. Like, I think the top 4's nailed on now. And probably in the order of City, then Arsenal, then Newcastle and United, I would say. But, it all depends, obviously. Newcastle could have a massive failure towards the end of the season. United could have a surge in performance. But I think it'll be that 4. Even if United or Newcastle bottled, I would back Brighton or Aston Villa to be able to get there and they're ahead of Liverpool. What does stream, Joe Martin? We've mentioned you a few times this evening. But yeah, welcome. And now Xhaka knocks it back to Kiwior. And it's an Arsenal free kick. But yeah, why Chelsea so shit? It's basically a mix of a young, inexperienced squad mixed with some terrible players, some people that are very much past it, and players that need some refining. And then a manager who has absolutely no idea what's doing, and it's an overinflated squad, meaning that there's no sort of familiarity in the playing squad because it's just different every week. But yeah, Joe Martin, we did compare you to Conor Gallagher in the fact that you do try, but technically struggle. Yeah. Liverpool not getting top 4. Madueke is down, yeah. Hopefully it is just a tired muscle and nothing more. But yeah, 15 minutes to play now. Can Chelsea... I don't know. If we get a second, then I believe maybe we'll pull off the comeback. But the fact that we've sort of done nothing since Madueke got injured, since Madueke scored, sorry. Like, it's hard to believe it's been 10 minutes since that happened. Arsenal have also made some substitutions that I hadn't noticed. Nelson's on for Saka. I'm guessing they've just done these. Nelson on for Saka as well. Oh, that was during the Tierney Zinchenko one. Fair enough. Saka off the pitch then. He was a little underwhelming tonight because Saka didn't get a contribution, and yeah, didn't really do a lot, did he, compared to his teammates? Havertz, Madueke, Now Chelsea have come forwards. He's looked really good tonight, Noni Madueke, fighting away down this right-hand side. Kante, Kovacic, Gallagher. He spooned it off to Chilwell. Could have been worse. Here's Mudryk. Coming forwards now for Chelsea. Looks dangerous. Chilwell. Probably shouldn't give it to Chilwell. He's way too close to him. Gallagher. I just feel physical pain watching him. He's drawn a free kick somehow. Fair enough. But yeah. Frank looks like he forgot his antidepressants this morning. I think Frank's just struggling a lot because he cares about the club so much. So to see this happen is obviously just painful for him. Frank forgot football is about winning. I don't know. Frank tactically is just not good enough for this level. I'd love to see him get either a championship move and get him some time just to build it up from there, or Ligue 1, because I think Ligue 1 is a league stacked with talent, but not with good managers. Like, I think if you took the talent in Ligue 1 and the managers in La Liga, I think you'd have a league that rivals the Premier League. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't. Who do you think is the worst Mercedes Chelsea baller? Says Joe. Other than that being grammatically horrendous, I would probably say, I know as much as I'm not a fan of Conor Gallagher, it is probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't know, they're both not great. Even then, Loftus-Cheek's probably better than Gallagher. I lost my train of thought there. Oh, here comes Ziyech. Speaking of terrible footballers, Ziyech's on the pitch. And for Madueke, there goes all hope left in my soul. Because Madueke has been a bright spark in this Chelsea team tonight. And now he's off. You, Joe, you are. What the worst footballer. And Joe's quite pleased with that. I mean, you've been called worse, Joe, ain't you? But anyway, 12 minutes left to play here. Thank God it's almost over. And also, Ryan Tune welcome to the stream with a classic high full stop. Great to see you, Ryan. But yeah, how are you, Ryan? Were you in stream on Sunday? If you are, sorry if I've completely forgotten. But yeah, if not, welcome back, mate. It's been a couple of days. And yeah, Loftus-Cheek is all right until he gets anywhere near the goal. Yeah, I guess. We have not really seen a lot of Loftus-Cheek recently. I don't know. Chelsea, they've just got a lot of mediocre players. There's no one that's like Championship level. They're just not top half Prem level, really. Gary Weissman's lucky. There's a lot going on here. Gary Weissman says Frank just wants to go back to being a pub landlord. Yeah. Rob Jones hasn't been great. When has he? I thought he's Jared Gillett for half the game. So I've been calling him that. But yeah, this ref's been just washed. To be fair, the refs don't have a good game. Like, I thought Paul Tierney was alright, and then he let Skip stud someone in the Jota stud someone in the face, and Skip try and remove someone's ankle without anaesthetic, just doing it on the pitch. So, I don't think as ever a ref has a good performance, is there? As at the moment, especially. I feel like we can't go 10 minutes without a refereeing controversy. I don't really know what is occurring. I don't even know how to describe the pictures in front of me, but Tierney's cleared the ball away from Arsenal now. Good touch from Graham Scott, and then he's given up on it. But yeah. And now Gabriel's down for the 9th time this game. Hopefully they just bring him off for holding, because he's struggling. Oh, he's getting angry, but it's an Arsenal game. We've not had a good one for a while. Yeah. Oh, Gabriel's absolutely fine by the way. He just managed to sit down. Gabriel needs a rest. Yeah. When's Arsenal's next game? Oh, weekend, obviously. Probably can't rest him though, because it's such a big game, isn't it? I mean, in every game matters. Like Newcastle are a tough opponent. on Sunday. Make sure to join us there. We are live before then, though. Join us live on Thursday for Brighton versus Manchester United, and join us live on Sunday for Arsenal versus Newcastle. Should both be exciting games. So make sure to join us for all the coverage, all the excitement, all the reactions, all the analysis you could want. Yeah. Either bring him off or stop going down. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Gabriel. If you want to give him a rest now. It's 3-1. And he just keeps going down and halt and play. Irritating. But yeah. Jokes aside, I liked Frank in his playing days. Manager was just not up to the task. Well, yeah, he's not got the experience required to be a manager. Arteta did a year and a bit under Pep. Company went and applied his trade out in Belgium. Whether it's Michael Carrick was under Van Gaal. No, not Van Gaal, but Mourinho. Then Solskjaer. The list's gone down dramatically. And now he's playing trade at Middlesbrough and he's doing well there. And if they go up, which they won't because Rob Edwards, Luton Town, are going to the Premier League, mate. If they go up, then he'll deserve that. Whereas Frank didn't go up with Derby through the playoffs. And then has proceeded to got the Chelsea job because Chelsea were going through all their transfer ban and that. And then has somehow managed to get an Everton job off the back of that and now back at Chelsea. But it's not a normal managerial career. It's like Gerrard. Gerrard hasn't gotten straight to the Liverpool job. And for good reason, because he's not a very good manager. But yeah. Here is Odegaard, and luckily that one's actually been saved. Good job, Kepa. Yeah. Also, by the way, Aston Villa have had a formal proposal to Matteo Alemany, who is the former or current Barcelona technical director. He's the guy who's got Barca in all this debt. That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know whether I'm waffling there, or if that doesn't make sense to everyone else either. But yeah, why would you want the Barcelona technical director of football? Because I mean that financial mismanagement is atrocious. They're so poor. Yeah, Brighton have been incredible this season. Brighton have been. Brighton won 6-0 on Saturday. What a team! I don't know where this is come from, but yeah, Brighton are very good. And now Gabriel is off. Oh, and Dave's got some words for him as well. And Gabriel gives a few back. But yeah. Dave's pissed me off tonight. I know, shocking. But he's been crap, mouthy, and it annoys me when players are like that. It's like when Richarlison was always just so shy and would go around acting like he's like the dog's bollocks. Just frustrates me. And Azpilicueta has been absolutely minced tonight by everyone on that left-hand side. Like, literally, the first two of Arsenal's goals came because Azpi was horrendously out of position, gave Xhaka the space on the left-hand side, he crossed into Odegaard, who was unmarked in the box. Then the third goal came from Jesus, who Azpi could have jumped in front of, slid in front of him and allowed Jesus just to kick it over. All four Chelsea players who just stood there. If time wasting determined the title, Arsenal would win. Just get on with it. Yeah, I know. This game is dragging. But yeah. Oh, and here comes Trevor Chalobah. I hope that's for Azpi. No, it's for Fofana. I don't know how you justify that. I guess maybe you want to play Chalobah in his actual position. But yeah. Ash doesn't have the legs anymore for the Premier League. He hasn't had the legs since 2020, mate. Even then he struggled. Somehow he's here and we're in 2023. Like, I remember him scoring against Neil Warnock's Cardiff side, and even in that season, that was like before lockdown, I think, or maybe during that weird sort of 2020 period where like Pulisic was mint for no reason. Like that period of football. And like Danny Ings scored 16 Premier League goals. Yeah. That era, he scored against Cardiff, like offside, and VAR should have ruled it out. He's only got worse. Thankfully, Malo Gus is coming in the summer, and I hope that spells the end for Azpilicueta's time at Chelsea. Loyal servant, but he's tarnished his reputation by staying too long. Because rather than retiring gracefully as a Chelsea legend, he's fallen into disgrace for these last few years, where he's played shite. Like tonight, he's been just absolutely horrendous. No other way about it. Absolutely horrendous. Anyway, 3 minutes left to play here. Can Chelsea at least not concede? Great player in his prime. Yeah, he was sensational. That was sensational. Anyway, here comes Gallagher. Here comes Conor Gallagher. Oh, techie. Now he gives it to Kovacic. Nice little drive. Kovacic pass to Aspi. Doesn't quite make it there. Martinelli has to help it on. Thank you, Gabriel. Then Zinchenko runs at Martinelli. Play continues. Here is Havertz. Ziyech. Kante. Aspi. And he's not going to get there because he hasn't got any legs. So it's out for a goal kick. Wednesday the 4th September 1996. Arsenal 3, Chelsea 3. This game would be a repeat. Yes, Joe. Thank God there's no Joe, no. Yes. Come on, Chelsea. Pull it off. Please. If we'd scored there, we had hope. But Joe's infinite ball knowledge just caught that off the top of his head. Yeah, Arsenal now top of the Premier League for a moment. As Manchester City, of course, 2 points off with 2 matches in hand. Even if they drew them both, they'd only be level, and Man City have a better goal difference. So, City definitely have a margin here. And Arsenal are going to have to rely on a Manchester City slip up in order to win their first Premier League title since 2008, I believe. Even Leicester have won one since then. Jake needs to go in the summer. Well, Aspi, or the other 11. Chilwell fouled. Luckily, Robert Jones is blind, so Arsenal don't need to worry about making fouls. Ziyech. Now Gallagher. City to lose tomorrow. You heard it here first. Bold claim. Got a bold claim. And now Chilwell's asking why the earlier challenge was not a foul. And not getting a lot of response from Robert Jones. But yeah. Chilwell complaining there's been a couple fouls on him now. Robert Jones holds his hands up like he's been getting arrested. So if I got my prediction right, fair enough. Well done, London K. My 1-1 prediction was a bit far off. Unless Chelsea scored 2, and that's a draw, in which case I've smashed it. 3-2 City, last minute Jared Bowen. 3-2 West Ham, last minute Jared Bowen winner. Fair enough, Connor. What a game that would be. Anyway. Added time, how long? I'd go 5 additional minutes. Ball into the box. Chelsea shite, so it results in now. 5 minutes later to find 2 goals. Mudry puts it back in the box, headed away by the first man. Chilwell wins the header. It's Messi. Unfortunately not the player, but just how Chelsea attack. I know Arsenal played. Free kick for Chelsea. If we score now, is there a chance we pull off the unthinkable? You never know. Given how crap West Ham were against Palace, hard to see them beating City unless they get 584 corners. Well, they did score 3. And City don't have Ayew. Here's Kovacic for Chelsea. Free kick goes to nothing, by the way. We gave it away instantly. Ziyech takes aim. Ziyech's still shit, by the way, everyone. In case we needed a reminder. Exactly where they play well against us. Yeah, but Arsenal washed. City aren't. Yeah, 6 losses. What is that? 6 consecutive losses now for Lampard. That is a record no other manager could beat. Fair enough. Do you reckon Borth will give Chelsea a problem? Oh, 100%. Borth will give Chelsea a problem. Any club in the league gives Chelsea a problem right now. It's a problem. It's that genuinely, I don't know who we beat. And we need to win just to secure ourselves in the Premier League. Look, there's a problem. I have faith we'll beat them, but it won't be easy. Is that Saturday? I believe it is, isn't it? But yeah. Anyway, as we near the end of this show, and I've mentioned a few times, but we are live another 2 times this week. Thursday night, we've got Brighton versus Manchester United as the race for Europe becomes heated up. It's heating up. It's exciting. Who's going to get European places? Probably both those teams, but the winner could go a long way to confirming their spots in their respective European competitions. And then, who else? Oh, we'll have Sunday, Arsenal-Newcastle. Both sides have a lot still to play for. Newcastle will want to be third in the Premier League because that would be cool. And Arsenal, of course, still have a glimpse of a Premier League title. And they have to keep winning to put the pressure on City. Kai Havertz, that he does well to hold off Kiwior and then just has a volley straight at Ramsdale. And Bournemouth Chelsea's Saturday at 3 o'clock. Yeah, Bournemouth might be on the beach already. They're safe now. Nah, Bournemouth are not safe. Bournemouth are not safe. They'll want to beat Chelsea because if they beat Chelsea, then they are safe, aren't they? They literally can't be caught. But they will keep pushing until they are guaranteed safe in the Premier League. Oh, that was shit, chill. Well, now here come Arsenal. Nelson. Well done, Gallagher. God, that's a sentence I haven't said in a very long time. Kante. Havertz. Now Mudryk. Can you make something happen? Come on, Mihailo. Prove the world you're a magical player. This is very good from Mudryk. Very good from Mudryk. Puts the ball in the box. Kai Havertz and the header is wide. Oh. Saved well by Ramsdale. Yeah, both from Chelsea are on the same points, 39. And that's the thing, I don't think Chelsea necessarily safe. But you'd expect Chelsea can pick up 3 points at hopefully Forest. If we don't take anything from the Bournemouth game. Why do we keep bringing up old results? 14th of August 1982, Fulham 3, Man City 0. This clearly means City will never win the Champions League. Oh, here comes Odegaard. He wants his hat-trick. Goes to Xhaka. Xhaka takes aim. Good stop from Kepa, though he does spill it, meaning it's still alive. Nelson, back post. Jesus, headed away. Chelsea can counter. Kante tries to find Ziyech. Good play from Ziyech. Loses the ball, though. How about just slides in front of Xhaka for some reason? Bournemouth 4, Chelsea 0 last time they played away. Was that under Eddie Howe? I remember it vaguely. Yeah, I have memories of that. Just doesn't bode well, does it? Chelsea fan, you're mistaken that scoreline for Spurs, though. Tottenham lost 4-3, didn't they? The other week to Bournemouth. I don't think they lost 4-1. It was close, and Danga Uatara scored in the last minute. I remember now. Was it 4-3 or 3-2? 3-2, I think. Conor Gallagher's booking, by the way. Oh, this game's almost over. And now it is. Ball popped on from Ramsdale. Referee whistle goes. Arteta will shake hands with Frank Lampard. More of a commiserations than a congratulations. And yeah, that's just sad. But yeah, we're back Thursday. Manchester United versus Brighton. I've got to prepare all the things now because I don't think I've got anything ready to end stream. Hang on. I had to put full time. In terms of player of the match, everyone else, I mean, I don't usually ask for audience suggestions, so I'm not normally alone. So if you want to put your player of the match in, make sure to put it. I'm going to go Martin Odegaard because he's mint. And Noni Madueke, it's a joint award tonight because Madueke deserves his flowers for what a performance he put in. So yeah, Odegaard's also fantastic. So, and Arsenal won, which helps. I've got band practice Thursday. Well, enjoy that knick-knack. Depending on what time you finish, I don't know if your band practice is from 8 till 10. Or I guess if you're in a different part of the world, then maybe it does. Which you are, I believe, aren't you, knick-knack? If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I get lost as to who's where. I know Gary's in Hong Kong. So it's like 2 a.m. But yeah. Good dreams, Jack. See you next time. Thank you, Chelsea fans. Say hi to Harry for us. I will. I'll go say hi. I'll go say hi from chat. I don't know if he's still here. I know he was in chat earlier. But yeah, can't have it as my man of the match. Great, Joe. Thanks. The only suggestion I got is as a nonsense. I'm in Wiltshire. Oh, all right, fair enough. Yeah, no. For some reason, I had it in my head that you, like Gary, were. It was like 3 a.m. But no, fair enough. I don't really know where Wiltshire is. I'm going to guess Midlands. But considering you're a Southampton fan, I'm going to guess South. But yeah, man, that's to Frank Lampard. Great, thanks. Later, Peach. Bye, everyone. I've got to remember how to turn the stream off. But that is all from me today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next time.